Many months ago, we went down to Galveston and we spent a week on a cruise ship. That was the first time I've been on a cruise ship, and I did it completely solo. The cruise we took was on Royal Caribbean's Harmony of the Sea. On this video, I'm going to walk you through the process of how I had to deal with getting onto the boat and all that other fun stuff that was on the boat. And kind of doing a small boat tour. Welcome to Gold Burners Travels. First, I'd like to apologize for taking so long to upload this video. Sometimes in life you're just hanging on by the skin of your teeth. So we hopped on Royal Caribbean's Harmony of the Sea. We spent a nice 7 days on that cruise ship. That cruise ship is huge. In this video, I'm going to attempt to walk you through the whole process and what I have learned going to a cruise. And I'll admit, a cruise ship is not my favorite way to travel. But I'll tell you why. Now, I wasn't seasick or had any of the other common ailments that would plague a person on a cruise ship. I had a very unusual case. There's one little known fact that desalinized water can have some adverse effects. Now, you're probably asking me, what in the heck is desalinized water? Well, it is the process of taking salt out of seawater. And because of that, I was fatigued. I didn't feel like getting out of bed most days, to be honest. That brings me up to my first tip. Bring your own water if your cruise line will let you. 2, if you get the refreshment package, don't get any of the fountain drinks. Get yourself Powerade or any other bottled water or anything like that. And that's including ice. Don't drink their ice, because that's all made from the same water. And as I said, this will be somewhat of a boat tour, but because of that, I didn't get everywhere. And I have found that there was another video that somebody else made that will give you a little bit of a better overview and tour of the whole place. I will link that into one of my cards up into the top right corner. So a few weeks before your actual cruise, you would have to pick a time to get onto the boat. Now, I recommend it be around lunchtime, 1 o'clock, because most of the places that you can go out and eat are open. That should include, should being the key word, the main buffet. So once you arrive at the port, it's just like going through airport security. You would have to be checked for your luggage and your passport and all that other fun stuff. And check your luggage. The whole process was smooth and easy. Just be sure to have your passport and your ID ready to make it even faster. Then you'll walk to the game plank. For this particular cruise ship, you actually board it on the 5th floor, which is also the Promenade, which is the shopping district of the boat. This boat had a lot of venues to watch shows and any other kind of thing. It even had a movie theater, an ice rink, and an outdoor water theater I do believe that's what it was. Now a little bit of a packing tip. Typically you want to pack twice as much as what you usually might need for a week. But one thing I forgot that I wish I had was my multivitamins. So don't forget to pack your vitamins. Now on the 6th floor in the aft, there was a little place like a old school boardwalk. Now level 15 and 16 is going to be your favorite spot if you want to go to the pool, suntan, and all that other kind of fun activities. On deck 15 forward, there is a adult only relaxation area, if you want to say it. That's a very nice place to sit down and relax. And there's also a little cafe, kind of like the buffet as well. Just behind that, there was 2 hot tubs, really large hot tubs, either side of the boat. So there was a total of 4, and there was almost always room. Once the rooms are available, you pick up your key card, which will be your credit card, your door key, and anything you need to access within the ship right beside your door. That was my stateroom. It was a lot bigger than what I thought. I was going to be packed in there like sardines, but I wasn't. One of the neat things that I saw in my stateroom for 3 days was my state attendant made towel animals. I got a bear, a dog, and a monkey. Totally hilarious. That was one of the neatest things I enjoyed about the whole cruise.
I just got back from my excursion, and this is what I found on my bed. Pretty dang neat. My cabin assistant just walked out when I was walking right back in, and he left me a dog today. The other day he left me a bear. That is just so awesome. I've been left another towel animal. I'm guessing this one's a monkey. I can't really tell, but it's so funny when I came in and I saw something hanging from over here. I'm like, what the heck is this? That's just too neat.
You saw out my window, so let's go down a level and actually go through the park. You wouldn't have thought there was anything green on a cruise ship. Of course, as you guys can imagine, there was a lot to plan into this trip, and I decided to get a travel agent for this one. I definitely want to thank Mr. Sean, my travel agent, for helping me plan this little trip. There is not much little about it, but having a travel agent definitely made it easier to manage. He definitely answered the 15 million questions that I had, and plus took care of all the paperwork that was needed to go along with this. All I needed to really do is make sure I have my passport and then plan my excursions, which I'll definitely take you all along with me. Thanks for watching. I really do appreciate y'all sticking around and watching my videos. It's always fun to make these videos and post them up for y'all. And if you all do me a favor, at least subscribe to the channel so you won't miss the next video, which I'm going to definitely be posting my excursions. Till the next adventure, y'all drive safe. We'll see y'all the next time around.